Ladies and gentlemen, this is Donnell with Minorities Moving Forward in Business. That's right, Minorities Moving Forward in Business. And I have beside me one of the individuals whom I look up to a whole lot, who is a very, very, very talented young man here. And this is Mr. Al Henry. What's going on, Al?
How you doing today, Mr. Donnell?
I'm doing just fine. And, as we begin this interview, okay, and I know we're in Hickory, North Carolina. That's where we at, everybody. As we begin this interview, first of all, it's just kind of explain to everybody, where you're from and all that.
All right, I'm from Maiden, North Carolina originally. Graduated from Maiden High School in 1986. I went on with my career, finished barber college in 1988, and I now own my own barbershop called H&H Barbershop. And basically now I'm in Hickory, working now, taking care of my family, my kids. I have 2 daughters and I got a son, and basically just living life. And on my spare time, I'm a part-time comedian. And one day I want to make it in that field, and then on the other part-time that I do, I'm trying to come out with a clothing line, it's called You Heard Me. And just like what I said, you heard me. Just like, when your parents used to tell you, you better do something, and you act like you didn't hear them. And she tell you, you heard me, just something simple, small. Right. You heard me. Right. And basically that's what I'm doing. And I'm hoping to get with Donnell here to take my career on another level, and whatever perhaps mishaps take place. If all possible, God said it can be worked out.
Well, you're exactly right. And first of all, man, you kind of like to said a lot of things, all in that small breath right there. First off, let's take it first. You have a business. You graduated high school, and now you have your own business. You went to barber college, and you have your business. Is that something, as far as being a barber, is that something that you just wanted to do? Is that something that you just felt like you had the talent to do? What made you want to choose that profession?
Well, all that took place is I had an uncle. His name was Henry. And that's why they named me Henry.
Okay.
And he got killed in a car accident. And I wasn't born yet, and he had got a letter in the mail, probably about 2 weeks back after his death, from Harris Barber College, that he's now been accepted to come to barber school. And so that was my grandma's wish, that one of her grandkids go to school and be a barber. So I fulfilled that dream for her, but she seen it happen, but
right,
I went on, fulfilled it for her, and then I came a barber. And so I've been cutting hair now for 25 years. Might not look like it, but I've been cutting hair I've really been cutting hair since 1982. But I've been licensed since 1988.
You take it back down to the basement type thing, right?
Right, yeah.
We all know what the basement type thing is there. Wait a minute now. That's very unique, because now first off, it seems like when you see individuals, man, they're doing their thing out and about, and whatever profession they're doing, it's always a story behind it. And the only way that we're going to know that story if we just ask. And I've been knowing you since I moved down this way, and I've never known that, man. That's very unique to say that that you went. That's what kind of spurred you down that road. And that's a very unique story to not even met your uncle, but to have that to be tied in like that, man, that's very unique in itself, man. Wow, that's good, man. That's good. Now, all right, you got the barbershop, because I go down to it, and I will definitely say, man, that when I walked in, it was clean, not a lot of profanity, things like that, and the barbers, they were everybody wore their own smocks and things like that. And the reason why I'm kind of like bringing that out is because a lot of times, man, in business, one of the knocks against us as a minority owner is that we want to present ourselves. We want to make a lot of money. Okay, and really, when we say that, when you're in business and when you're in a for-profit business, of course you want to make some money. But the thing about it is that one of the knocks against us is that we want to make the money, but we don't want to take the time out to give that presentation. The first thing that when people look at you is what a lot of times when they look at you, the first thing they look at is what they remember. And so when I walked into your place, the first thing I do remember is it being clean, and you know, everything was just where it's supposed to be, you know. And so I want to say thank you for that. And as a matter of fact, you have some pictures up there that like you did some renovating and things like that, right?
Yes, sir.
What made you do all that?
Well, the guy that I used to work for, you know, his business was nice, but I told him if I ever got my own business, I want it to be like my home, clean. I got a lady that comes in, keeps it clean for me. You know, it's not the money that you make. If you got money, if you make money with your business, you got to spend money back into your business. And I always said to myself, if I'm not making no money, I'm still gonna have somebody come in and clean up, because you know, you work 8-9 hours a day, cutting hair all day. You're not gonna clean your place up because you're gonna be tired.
Right.
So I got a lady that comes in on Fridays and Saturdays and clean it up. So when I come in on Tuesdays, it's clean.
Right.
But like through the week, like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you know, we busy, but not as busy on Fridays and Saturdays. So I can come in and, you know, just spruce it up myself a little bit. I don't be too tired to do it that evening.
Now, you don't have anybody come in and tear your stuff up or anything like that, do you?
No, we ain't gonna have that. I spent too much money for that. We ain't gonna have that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Now, all right. Now on from barbering on to what I know what God's really gave you a gift for, and that's really being a comedian. Okay. And then, you know, do you mind if we kind of like just kind of take a walk? You know, you don't mind? You know, now when I think about it, what started you off from comedian, as far as being a comedian?
Well, it all took place, you know, I was incarcerated in 1991, you know, drug conspiracy. And once I got in there, I said, I'm going to use my time wisely, you know, so I always was a class clown in high school. I always was. And so I just started writing material, and they have talent shows. And I go to the talent shows, and I said, if I can make over 1,000 people laugh, men, laugh some with 20, 30 years, I know I got a talent. So once I got out, I started going to the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, splitting my talents and stuff, and I made it to the championship round. I didn't win, but I still kept up with it, and so I started putting little acts together myself. And you know, I did a couple shows, like I've been to Atlanta, South Carolina, Roxborough, North Carolina, Danville, Virginia, Greensboro. I did a couple shows in Hickory. And right now I'm just trying to keep exploring myself that somebody will see me and give me a chance.
Right.
Because I know that I can do it.
Right. Now with that, you heard me. And then that's as a matter of fact, if you could just kind of like show the t-shirt off, he has one on right here, as a matter of fact. Now, kind of explain what you did with this, because it's kind of unique how you did this.
What this is right here is, this is the high school I went to. It's called Maiden High School. And I called and talked to the coach, and I asked the football coach at Maiden, I said, Coach Snyder, I got a clothing line that I come out with, and I'd like to sponsor some shirts for your kids. He said, what they going to cost? It's not going to cost you anything. So I'm going to donate them to the school. But I said, the name of my clothing line is called You Heard Me. He said, what did you say? I said, that's the name of my clothing line, You Heard Me. He said, well, Al, that's fine. Ain't no problem with that, you know. So I got the shirts made up. And what it is, it says like Maiden Blue Devils. This year, they all in. The whole team, they all in. So it's just like Maiden High, all in. You heard me. Just like it say, they all in, you heard me. So now I got schools like Bandy's, Newton Conover, Hickory High School, Lincoln and Wolves asking for this same material shirts, and I hope this one day will take me somewhere to where what we're working on, what I want to happen is that it take off enough that I can help my church build a new church.
Now, say for instance, if there are individuals that are watching that they have a school and they want to get connected to do something like this, could they do that?
Yeah, yes, sir. All you need to do is just go to my website and just send me the information of the school with the permission from the faculty or whoever, school board or whatever, and let me put the logo together and present it to you. And it's a minimum of 48 T-shirts that you have to order to complete the order. Because that takes care of my copyrights for my You Heard Me to pay for it. Because, you know, you got to spend money to make money. So that's basically all you have to do. Just go to that and we'll put the screen print together and implement it to you. And if you want some changes around. But the shirt will have to have You Heard Me on the bottom if I put it together.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking now, because you know, like I was saying earlier, man, our show has just been starting to build up a lot, and which we're truly thankful for. And so I'm just guessing there'll be somebody out there that say, wow, you know, we would like to have, you know, we would like to connect with you and to do something like that at our school or church or whatever. I mean, you know, I'm just thinking, man, this can go beyond, you know, just school and go to churches, you know, organizations, whatever. As long as the message is positive, I'm sure, which is a great thing, man. Because to have anything, you first had to have the positive attitude. Now, I must admit, this past Saturday, we had a great time, man. You were hosting a show in which we're going to kind of like take off from here, and we're going to get some snippets off there so people can see that. And funny, man, very, very, very funny. Even though it wasn't, say, for instance, wasn't a lot of people, but that's okay. Man, everybody was like standing up, man, laughing, man, and just really, really thoroughly enjoying themselves. My first dinner, man, for the black businesses in this area. You sent me to the place, and you gave me the connections and the hookups, man, and all that, man, because, you know, I didn't know anybody at the time. But, you know, I appreciate that, and that means a lot to me, man, for someone to take that time out to do that, man. So I just want to thank you from everybody that's watching, man. Thank you very much for that. So what do you want to leave everybody with, man?
The words I always have when I end something, you know, you always got to put God first in what you do.
That.
I don't care what it is. If it wasn't for God, it won't happen. And my motto is, it's not where you've been, but where you're going. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I know the places that I'm being, but now I'm striving to where I'm going.
Gotcha.
So that's basically about the way I'm going to put it, just like that.
Gotcha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here first from Mr. Al Henry. You heard me. Go check him out. As a matter of fact, go to youheardme.net and check him out. Thank you.